Hello everybody and welcome to Season 3, Episode 5 of my Let's Play. We left off last time. I was going ahead and doing a wee bit more mining. I've gone ahead and collected up a decent amount of ores. I've also found a way at the moment to save on a little bit of EMC, sorry not EMC, EU. If you go ahead and learn copper dust and you also have learnt the ingots you want, you can actually transmute it without having to use a furnace. It's a little bit on the cheap side, but it's all well and good because it will save me some EU. As you can see, I've also been doing a little bit of work down here. Oh, hello. Let's get rid of you before it gets night time. Doing a little bit of work down here, coming down this path as well. Found like a little bit of a cave in here, so I might make this a bit of a feature. Got myself another room in here to be set up for something else. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with that yet. But one of the things that I'm going to be doing in this episode, the first thing I'm going to be doing, is I'm chewing through my coal really, really fast, and I'm not really too keen on the idea of doing that. So what I'm going to be doing is, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of this stuff and some of the tin that I've got, and we are going to go ahead and create some bronze, and we're going to go ahead and start with our industrial craft machine. So let's grab a decent stack of that. It's probably more than I actually needed, but that's cool. Can always turn it back. That's the good thing about equivalent exchange. Okay, so what we're going to need is we're going to need a peat bog, which is peat bog. So we need one of those, which means we're going to need to make electron tubes at least. And I forgot that we need to make this. This is the newer version of Forestry, so I'm going to need to make some more machines. So very first thing we should be doing then instead is actually making the thermonic fabricator and a carpenter. So let's go ahead and get the fabricator. The fabricator requires sturdy machine, gold, glass, and a chest. So we've got enough to make a sturdy machine. We're going to may as well make a couple of these. So let's make 3 of them to start with, because I'm probably going to need at least 3 for the things that I'm looking at doing. Right, so we got 3 of those. We should have some gold cooked up. We do. And we should have glass somewhere. Do we have glass already? There's a few pieces of glass. Let's go ahead and grab some cobblestone and turn that into glass. I'm so happy to have this table. It makes things so much faster. Right, so there we go, stack of glass. Okay, so what was the recipe again? It was... we also need wood for a chest. I think I actually possibly have a chest floating around somewhere as well. No, there's some wood. We can make one. Right, let's get the chest made. And then we put that in the middle, sturdy machine, glass around the corners, and gold around like that. No, I've done that wrong. I always seem to get these recipes where there's multiple ways of doing it, get them wrong, so it must be 4 pieces of gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there we go. Right, so I'm thinking that we probably... For the moment, we should probably... I'm going to keep everything here, actually. I'm going to start moving my machines into another location at some point in time, but I think we'll do... no, actually, we'll start now. Let's go down here. This one here can be our forestry room. So let's go ahead over to here, and we will start by placing this down here. Okay, and I'm going to quickly grab some more stuff. I'm going to migrate a workbench over there, and we'll go and do everything else over there. Okay, so we've kind of got ourselves a bit sorted. I'll grab a wee bit of everything that I need. Hopefully I have everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and put down this. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves a carpenter, which is a sturdy machine in the middle. And it is bronze up and down the sides, all 3, and glass top and bottom. There we go, we have a carpenter. Let's go ahead and pop the carpenter down. Let's go and put it right here. The reason why I'm doing that is because the next thing we're going to need is we're going to need Buildcraft power. So let's go ahead and create ourselves some of our gears up. We're going to also need to make ourselves some pistons. I didn't grab cobble. Give me a second. Probably going to be a bit lazy and going to grab a bit of cobble from here. Actually, no, this is going to be take too long. Let me go quickly grab it from the chest. Okay, grab 2 more stacks of cobble, then realised I had a whole stack of cobble in my inventory already, right there, so that's all well and good. Whoa, lag. Right, so we need to make ourselves up some stone gears. So I've got 16 stone gears, probably way more than I need. Let's go ahead and split this up to like so. We're going to go ahead and put... oops, I didn't grab one thing. I knew I would forget something. Let me go and get some redstone, because I need to make pistons. Plenty of wood, plenty of cobble, got the gears, got the iron, no redstone. And grab that. Cool. Sounds like the macerator's finished doing its thing. I'm going to have to go ahead and chuck some more iron or something into there to macerate down. Right, so now we've got this, we're going to go ahead and do our stone on each side, wood along the top, redstone at the bottom, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make 4 of them to start with. And then we're going to go ahead and put our piston, cobblestone on either side, glass in the middle, and oops, there we go. Right, so of those, I've got 4 of the steam engines. Let's go ahead and create ourselves up one more set of sticks. Go ahead and put those like so, grab some levers. Right, so what we're going to be doing is going to be placing them like so. Although I need to grab my Buildcraft wrench, which I think I've already got one. Let me check to see if I've got one. Nope, doesn't look like I've got one, so let's go ahead and grab out from the iron chest. There we go, grab those. They're still macerating down, okay. I'll go and chuck you into so, grab out your cobble, your copper at least. I'm going to switch out, if I'm quick enough, the iron. Need a wee bit more iron cooked up, so let's go ahead and get that started. Right, so let's head back over and we should be able to switch our things around. Okay, so a stone gear in the middle, iron at the bottom, and then the top 2 corners, and that will make myself a Buildcraft wrench. Very, very useful machine, or item. It will allow you to switch things around like so. I'm going to go ahead and pop switches above all these. And that should do us. We should be good. I'm also going to put some glass into here. And let's go ahead and plan out what we need. I think it is like so, I believe. What was the recipe for the those first electron tubes? Let's see. We were making a peat bog, which requires copper electron tubes, which is almost correct. Right, so I need that piece out of there, and instead I need one of those there. Now that should be correct. It won't show up until, of course, the glass is melted. So let's go ahead and quickly grab some coal. Hopefully I haven't cooked all of it away. Oh, we're getting very, very low on coal. Hopefully I have some more somewhere. We have enough to start ourselves off, that's good. Right, so we're going to do this one here, and then the next thing we're going to be doing as well is we're going to be making a way to make the items that we need for the peat bog, because we're going to need some actual blocks to go into there, and that is going to be bog earth. So we're going to need that for definite. Bog earth is made up with sand, dirt, and mulch. We can also go ahead and use water cells. So mulch gives us 8 pieces, and that looks like it needs to be made inside a carpenter as well to make it that way, with a wee bit of water. So that's the water, the mulch, and the sand and dirt. Then of course you've got water cells, you can do it with that as well, you'll still get 8 from that. Buckets you'll get only 6. And yeah, so basically it looks like you can do an automated system through here, or you can go ahead and do it manually with these sorts of things. I'll probably just go ahead and make up a few stacks of it with water buckets to start with, but then we'll make an automatic way to do it. Just waiting on the thermonic fabricator to heat up and mount the glass. So there we go. Grab out a few of those and we should be good. That's way more than I intended to make. Let's go ahead and grab this out of here. And what else do we need? We also need the turbary, which is the other item that goes with it, and that's going to require tin, so we need to make some tin ones as well. Did I bring tin over with me? Of course I didn't. Let me quickly go grab some tin. Okay, so go ahead and do the same recipe with tin, and we should be all good. So grab 1, 2, 3. That should be good, I think. I don't think we need anywhere near as many as we made the first time. So let's get that out of there, and let's turn these off. Grab the glass out so we don't melt any more glass down, and that should then cool down. Unfortunately, we will lose that liquid glass that's there unless we want to make up some other stuff while we're busy. We probably could have actually just put a few pieces of glass in and to fill it up and not wasted it, but I'll learn from that mistake. The next thing I'm going to need to make is going to be these circuits, which is tin in the middle and yeah, I'm pretty sure a small circuit for both of them, so it's tin in the middle and redstone down either side. Also going to need some water, so I'm going to have to go ahead and get some water. Make up a bucket and I'll go get some water. So give me a few minutes, guys. Just thought while I was out here getting a bucket of water, I would also go ahead and check on my my sugarcane farm at the moment. Just making one along the beach along here. So getting a wee bit of sugarcane, so I should be able to make a fair bit of paper out of this hopefully. I'm probably going to have to go ahead and make a proper farm inside as well, which will be kind of good to have. Sorry if that was quite loud, I probably deafened somebody. I know it deafened me, but of course I am on headset, so that might have made a difference. Whoops, I'm not going to get stung by the jellyfish. Right, so we've got buckets. I found a bucket in my chests. I've got 2 buckets. So I'm going to go back inside and we're going to get this carpenter filled with water and then we should be all good. Hopefully we can get ourselves our peat bog all up and running and start producing peat, which will be a nice renewable resource instead of coal. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is quickly make myself a infinite water source. This will be a temporary one. I am looking for a item out of ThaumCraft, which hopefully will be able to do what I need. Just going to go ahead and pop, I can't remember which one it goes into, must be the bottom one, no. Where does it go into? Can you tell me I can't put it back into there anymore? This is interesting. I used to be able to place water into here, I believe. Ah, there we go. Interesting, it didn't actually do it the first time. I wonder if that was just some sort of UI bug glitch. No, there we go, it's working now. Just pop it to the top there. Right, grab a couple more. I'm just going to fill this up and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, that should probably do us. Right, so what we need to do is go and get some more tin because we don't have enough. The cool thing about the transmutation table is I should be able to go ahead and turn these buckets, which I don't need anymore, back into tin. So let's go ahead and learn it. Drop that into there and grab out 3 tin, drop that into there and grab 3 more tin. And that should probably be enough because I only need 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Gonna need a little bit more, so I'm having to count in my, well, not count in my head, but count out loud. Quickly go ahead and transmute that. Oh, that's right, I forgot. I haven't found very many diamonds yet, but I have found a fair chunk of that. So let's just grab a stack of that out. I found quite a bit of tungsten ore, very, very good for getting EMC. Really, really looking forward to see what LRM decides to do with that. Hopefully it's something really cool because we have been waiting for it for a while. So this one here is an interesting one. If you go ahead and right click, the things will actually will disappear out of the list, but if you go ahead and left click, oops, I just realized I'm doing this recipe wrong, I'm doing it backwards. I didn't even need anywhere near as much of that as I needed, as I have, and it's actually it's actually redstone that I need more of. Okay, let me quickly go and get some redstone. Right, so what have I got EMC wise that I can transmute for that? I have glowstone dust, which I should be able to go ahead and take that and drop that in here. That should give me a fair decent whack of redstone. And let's go ahead and grab some coal as well, because I need a wee bit more coal for these other motors. So let's go ahead and get these in here. We're almost done with this. So now if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there we go. Give it that there. Let's go ahead and pop some coal into this machine and this one here. And let's turn these on. And fairly quickly we should find that we're producing one. Now you can do these with the redstone engines I believe, but they are really, really slow. Combustion engines obviously will be much better and much faster, but because we're only producing 2 of these at this stage, I don't think I need to mass produce them. So there's one, just wait for the second one, and number 2. Come on, thank you very much. And turn those off. Of course, unfortunately we are going to waste a whole piece of coal for those 2 pieces. So let's go back to here. We've got the turbary, which we need the glass, the sturdy machine, and the circuit. So it was tin around the outside, sturdy machine in the middle, glass around the outside on the corners, and a circuit in the bottom. So we have our turbary, and the peat bog was going to be the same thing except for with copper. So let's go ahead and make ourselves one more sturdy machine. I thought we only need 3, but we do actually need 4. Glass in the corners again. This time we're going to use our excessive amount of copper tubes. There we go, and circuit at the bottom. Right, now what we're going to do next is we're probably just going to go ahead temporarily and steal these. Oops, a wee bit excessive with my diamond drill. And again, geez, it's awfully powerful today. Right, let's go ahead and jump outside. I'm going to go ahead and get some sand and some dirt, and I'm going to need to get those buckets of water back out again. Okay, let me go ahead and grab the stuff that I need. I'm going to set this up outside, and probably going to do it fairly close. Don't want to go too far away. Pretty much this area is going to end up being devoid of trees, I think, because I'm going to get to use this as my front yard, I think. So let's just go ahead, and I'm going to use the machine to clear the area. So pop that down there like so, an engine there, and the turbo can go right beside it, and another engine can go on the side of that, which needs to be turned. Right, so we need to go ahead and make this peat stuff up. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the stuff I need. It's going to take me a bit of digging around to get enough sand, and I'm possibly also going to go ahead and grab some tin. In fact, I think I will. What I might do is I might actually go ahead and create some tin cells. This way I don't have to run back and forward with a with buckets to be able to get the water. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a bunch of tin cells like so, and I'll fill them up, grab some sand, grab some dirt, and then I'll be back to make the peat bog, or the bog earth at least. So give me a few minutes. Just a quick note, I think I found myself a nice easy way to survive underwater if you happen to be underwater and have cells in your hand. If you're underwater and you go ahead and swing around, you can actually go ahead and use it to pop yourself some air bubbles. Just thought you guys might like to know that it's a kind of a clever way of surviving underwater. Okay, back shortly. Okay, so have myself a stack of 64 water cells, and I have stacks of dirt and sand. So let's go ahead and pop this around like so. Hopefully we can get a decent amount out of this. I didn't actually realise I'd ended up getting almost the exact amount. Plenty of bog earth. I do have a little bit of sand and a little bit of dirt left over, but that's all well and good. We can use that later on, and we'll be able to use the logistics system later. Oops, night time. Let's go ahead and quickly sleep through the night. We'll be able to use the logistics system later on to be able to actually feed from our systems into these farms, which is something I'll be working on very soon. Now that I've got the tungsten, I can hopefully convert up to diamonds very soon and create myself my first lot of logistics pipes. So yeah, so let's quickly pop down here and take a little bit of damage. Lovely. Right, going to go ahead and pop in the 4 pieces in here. As I say, I have way more than I need. Let's go ahead and quickly craft up ourselves 2 levers. Grab those and place those at the back here like so. I will be actually replacing these steam engines with something other than these. I'll go ahead and use peat engines once I've got some of the stuff. No point in actually running the turbo yet. That was a waste of a piece of coal. Bugger. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let this thing go ahead and clear. It'll start clearing some area. I might actually quickly craft up a axe and give it a bit of a hand with the wood so it doesn't waste the wood. Where did I put that crafting bench out here? Go ahead and quickly grab that, and might as well pick it up as well. Can go ahead and jump onto the wall with the rest of them. Unless of course I decide to carry it around for a little while, and I just realised I have a wooden axe, courtesy of the werewolf. Well, that's okay. Stone axe will do it a wee bit faster. So let me quickly go ahead and help this clear out, and as soon as it starts to lay something down, I will come back and show you its progress. Okay, there we go. So after a half a stone pickaxe and half a stone axe and a wooden axe, trying to clear out all the stuff, it's now going ahead and filling out what we need. I am going to have to, however, go ahead and separate it out. I don't like when the dirt is directly touching it, so let's go ahead and clear this out. Just me being ever so slightly OCD about it. Should be all good like that, and I think we're going to need to extend this out just a little bit further because we don't want water falling out here. I'll go ahead and transmute this at a later stage from sand into something more useful. Probably be dirt, maybe into something even cooler than that, although I don't know what would be cooler than dirt for this situation. So yeah, oops, I don't want to eat the apple. It's the first apple I've found, so let's go ahead and quickly grab something to eat from inside. As you can see also as well, probably by the way my UI is changed a little bit. Hunger's on the left hand side and house on the right. I've got a new mod installed, courtesy of my mod tweaker, I guess. Well, not tweaker. My mod configure. Oh, I don't know how to put it actually. Yeah, thanks to my friend who's been putting these mods together for me into this build and helping me figure out what's going on with my configuration and stuff. He's gone ahead and put in a thing called HUD, Advanced HUD. So basically I can go ahead and do things like I can reposition things, and so considering I just realised that I've got them the wrong way around, I'm going to go ahead and reposition my food bar over to the right hand side, and I'm going to reposition my health bar back over to the left hand side. But the cool thing is, if I don't want to deal with that sort of stuff, so pop that like so, and I can go ahead and do other things, like if I want to use my breath bar, I can go ahead, and I'm not sure how easy you'll be able to see it, but if I go ahead and set that to, there we go, you can probably see it through the grey, hopefully a wee bit. In fact, if I go back to, if I quit out of here, and you can see it, nice big blue bar, and I'm pretty sure that if I go and jump into the water now, instead of being a bunch of small dots that disappear, you'll see that the bar actually empties. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to have a bit of a play around and see if I can find a configuration that I like, but primarily at the moment I'm just going to run with the standard configuration. Oops, I didn't want to do that. So put it back to default and reposition it back to where I want it. There we go. So nice and cool, nice little new thing that's been added. Right, so how are we getting on with this? We should be getting pretty much all of our peat down, and we'll have to wait for this to grow, because what happens is this stuff here will turn from this colour to a darker colour, and that means it's ready to be harvested, and that will be what we can use to burn in furnaces and stuff like that. And I believe it lasts for twice as long as coal, but the cool thing is I can just keep feeding this thing here the bog earth, which I can go and chuck some more into, and it will basically continue to grow it. And this one here, which has no UI and no graphic user interface, will actually be the one that harvests it. So if I go ahead and create a chest, pop a chest here, lucky I grabbed some wood from this from actually having to clear it. So if I go ahead and make a double chest beside it, probably a good idea just in case I don't remember to come and check it too often. So if I go ahead and place a chest there and there, and we'll grab this back up again, basically what will happen is it will break it down and it will spit out into here, I believe, all of the peat into here, and all the dirt will go over into this side here, so I'll have to find a way to pipe out that shortly as well. It looks like it is getting night time, so I think we'll go in and sleep, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do for the next little piece of this episode. Okay, so after sleeping through the night and looking at the time, we are getting close to the end of the episode, so I'm thinking what might be a good idea is to come through and pick up... Oh, cool. We've got some stuff here. We've got a forbidden knowledge and we've got some lost knowledge. Now, I want to try and figure out how to get the best output of research, so one of the things I'm thinking about is... I remember hearing somebody say that the best way to do it is to use some bookshelves, because they're fairly cheap to make. Where did I put my reeds? I'm sure I had reeds somewhere. Ah, I got my reeds in my inventory. That's very, very clever. So let's go ahead and add to the wall. There we go. And let's go ahead and make ourselves up some paper. Let's just make up 6 pieces of paper, like so. Well, 6... never mind, I can't count. Okay. That's 4 books. I need a couple more. I'm not sure whether or not this is going to be worth it. That's the reason why I'm just doing a small amount to start off with, to see how much of a difference it is. If it's really good, I might make some off camera. And to do that, I'll probably have to get myself the reed farm going a bit better than what it is at the moment. So let's go ahead and chuck some more wood to be turned into... Oops, let's go jungle wood, so we use the same colour. Okay, so let's go ahead and do... Just along the bottom, I'm just going to make 2 bookshelves at the moment. Just like so. Now, what I want to find out is how much I'm going to get extra for the boost if I use these as the extra 2 blocks. I know that if you put bookshelves around, you get better chance to... well, less chance to lose things. How much do I get? That's 29%. Not really... I don't really know if it's worth it, to be honest. What do I get without? 25%? No, definitely not worth it. What do we have else that might be worth a bit more than that? I think maybe go ahead and try some gold if we've got any left over. Do I have any more left over? I don't know. I do have some. Let's go ahead and see about that, because I did have a high research value, 27 for the, that's the smelting value. Research value of 5, so that could be good for a boost. Let's go ahead and see. Pop that into there like so, and the forbidden knowledge, I'm going to go like that, and that's going to give me 27. You know what, I'll use those two, and if nothing happens we'll be fine. Come on baby, give me something please. Give me the research. Damn it. Okay, let's go ahead and research the last of this lost knowledge. I'm going to basically set up and go with a lot more cobble as well, just make a whole pile more of these. So at some point in time I will get something. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's pop you down here. There we go. I was about to say it's not even close enough, but it is. Hopefully we get something. Be nice. Oh, there we go. So we have Relic Hunter Enchantment. So that's not too bad. Not what I'm after though. I was hoping for something cooler than that. Actually, let's go quickly with that. And we have a Travelling Trunk. Now, a Travelling Trunk is kind of novel, but I'm not sure if I'm too keen on even making one of those because I don't use them. But I will make one up so you guys can see it. 53% chance, 9% failure, and what we need is to fill up these 4 dots here, and on the 5th one, once it's completed, we will learn the theory and turn it into a something else. I can't remember what it's called. Give me a few minutes. Okay, almost done with our research. One more. Very low chance of failure, which is nice. It must be an easy one. It's a difficulty of moderate, so it's not too difficult, but it's not one of the trivial ones that are easy to do. So oops, no, obviously it didn't succeed, but it didn't fail either. If it fails, one of these things will drop, and if it succeeds, it'll go up. So these ones are just continued attempts that aren't doing anything. Come on. Wow, the last one's getting really difficult. And there we go. There is our first discovery. I'm going to go ahead and pop this Travelling Trunk into there as well. I'll let that one there run on its own. That one there... I'm going to need some more paper first. Right, so the Hunter Relic with this enchantment has a small chance of revealing an artifact when you slay a foe with a weapon bearing it. Higher levels of this enchantment increase both occurrence and quality of the artifacts found. Ah, cool. So that's basically meaning that those the artifacts that I've been finding in those chests, if I have a weapon that's got that enchant, it means that I'll actually be able to go ahead and get things those to drop off general mobs. Nice to know. Okay, so we've got our first bit of research. We've got ourselves a wee bit further when it comes to our forestry stuff. We've got our way of doing some peat. So we should be good with that once that's grown a wee bit. So by the next episode we'll be able to have some of that grown. And I'll go ahead and make up some peat-fired engines, which is going to be basically copper gears, copper, and some pistons. So I'll get a few of those made up, and then we can start further working on some other stuff. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also the like button. I have had a few more people hitting like. It's good. I love it. If you don't like it, then don't hit it, obviously. But yeah. So thank you very much for everybody for watching, and I'll catch you next time.